back with you with another YouTube live. Thank you everybody for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Make sure to hit the like button for the live stream for the algorithm. I really appreciate that. For the algorithm, it's $3.99. So please hit the like button for the algorithm. Thank you very much. And also leave a comment for the live stream. Let everybody know that you're here. And subscribe to this YouTube channel for more future live streams and videos like this. And also share this video with your friends and family to let everybody know that the People Champ Lecture 83 goes live around this time. 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast Time. That's 4 p.m. East Coast, 1 o'clock West Coast. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And as you can see, once again, we are outside. We outside. We outside. We outside. We are at the bridge. If you can see, nice and bright outside today. You can see we're underneath the bridge. As you can see, we got the scooter out. Nice and charged. With the seat. Got this from Amazon. But I don't know, but this particular model is sold out. So it's no longer on Amazon, but you get other scooters like this, but might be from a different, maybe from a different brand, maybe in different colors, but it's on Amazon, but not this particular model right here. This particular model right here is sold out. So they got other scooters a little similar to this on Amazon. Go check it out. As you can see, we finally here on time, ladies and gentlemen. We finally here on time. Normally, like for some reason, I find myself getting here like yesterday, for instance. I find myself getting here like 1 hour late. That's because I was getting late of getting everything set up. But this time, make sure that my ass got up, get everything set up early. So therefore, the People Champ, like I said, be able to go live right on time at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast Time. So, as you can see, we got the chair today. We got the folding chair. And then on my lap, on my lap, just fall. As I'm getting up. As you can see, we got the folding chair out. So you board the People Champ Lecture 83 will find myself sitting on this dirty behind steps like this. See how dirty this is? No, I ain't trying to sit on that. That's why we brought this out. And yes, I was able to bring all of that ride on this electric heating, with this electric scooter with the seat. It can carry up to the heaviest. It can carry up to like 250, close to 300 pounds. So that's why I'm able to carry, not only able to carry myself, but I'm close to like 200 pounds. Then we got this chair, don't forget about the chair. And also it has the speaker with it. So all that weight combined, it's like close to like damn near over 300 pounds. So it was still able to get to where I need to be, which is here, to the destination. As you can see, we got the one-hitter quitter with us. One-hitter quitter, Blueberry. We got the regular lighter with us today. We got the regular lighter with us today. As you can tell, it's not exactly no wind out here. It's some type of wind. It's windy out here. You can tell. It's very, very windy out here. But it's a little bit nice out. Way better than it was yesterday. Because yesterday, it was like damn near 30 degrees, 40 degrees. This time, it's a little bit better. It's around close to 50, in the 50s right now. So temperature is a little bit better than it was yesterday. But don't let that temperature fool you guys. Do not let the temperature fool you, because that's only for the temperature for right now. And what I mean by that is, right after tonight, the temperature is supposed to go right back down to in the 30s and the 40s. So it's gonna be like that if you live in the Philadelphia area. It's gonna be like that the entire week. Heading to next week, it's going to be in the 20s and the 30s all next week. And I talk about not during the daytime. I'm talking about during at night. So it may not be cold during the day, but definitely going to be cold at night. So that's why your boy People Check Military Degree come prepared with this jacket. I got the hat on, got the hoodie. Be sure that your boy doesn't get cold out here. As you can see, it's 4:06 right now. We're here on a Friday. And normally what we do is we talk between 4:20, between right now and 4:20, what we talk about is random stuff, or what we're here to talk about, as you see on the title. And what we see on the title is separate rules between white people and everybody else. And I think everybody should know that by now, that there are separate rules between white people and everyone else. And right before 4:20, right around 4:18, 4:17, I remind you guys to grab your joints, your blunts, your bowls, your bongs. Grab your TST drinks ready, because around 4:20, we're about to get it in with a little section. That's smoke, guys. section, smoke. Smoke section. I got my drink with me. Like I said, guys, don't forget to always stay hydrated. When you're getting baked, stay hydrated to avoid cotton mouth. You don't want the cotton mouth, guys, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we still got some of this left. We're gonna pack that into the bomb. We're gonna pack that into a one-hitter quitter. Then about 4:20, like we're about to get it in, along with all of you, at the same damn time. 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 That's why I want 4:18. I will remind you guys to grab your joints, your blunts, your bowls, your bones. Make sure everything rolled up, nice and tight. Make sure everything packed good, and we're about to get it in on 4:20. That's what I remind you guys around 4:18. So the moral of the title is that there's are separate rules for whites and everyone else. Now, of course, everybody heard about. Of course, everybody in the mama now saw the fact that P. Diddy had got his house raided. Diddy had got his house raided the other day. It was all over the news. Want to set this up for you guys? Go ahead with me with the speaker out, so I can hear this loud and clear. Boom, boom. Get this camping folding chair, which I also got for Amazon, by the way. We'll show you guys Diddy getting his house raided. Show you guys.
And security conducting a raid at a house in Home Beach. Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation. Let's go live to Stu Mandel up in Skyfox right now for more. Stu, what do we know?
Yeah, I heard her say you were live. Copy.
All right, there you see Skyfox overhead of this home where, again, we are seeing Department of Homeland Security investigators in this home now. Let's go to Haley Winslow, who's live on the ground right there. Haley, what do we know?
Sandra, this is going to turn into a huge scene that is going to be an all-day thing, and it involves, yes, P. Diddy. The home is actually registered to Bad Boy Films, which is a division of Bad Boy Entertainment, basically his company, and the home's registered to that and to his daughter. Now, from Skyfox, Stu up there, he got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats, and law enforcement on the other side of those bushes basically is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters. Now, we are hearing from law enforcement sources that this involves sex trafficking, but we don't yet know to what extent or the details about that. But you better believe we will be on this all day, keeping you updated with the very latest. We're now reporting live here on the scene in Holmby Hills.
And security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs.
Y'all believe that? That's crazy. They managed to get everybody that was inside P. Diddy's house. But guess what? They managed to get everybody, but except for P. Diddy. And guess where P. Diddy was at while his house got raided? He got spotted at Miami Airport, pacing back and forth. Turn down the music for copyright. Look at Diddy. He found himself at the Miami Airport. I guess waiting for his private jet to arrive. But he is at the airport, just pacing back and forth. Meanwhile, his house getting raided as we speak, and people inside of it getting locked up. So think of everybody that was in that house, but except for the person that was really was looking for, and that person was P. Diddy. They managed to find everybody else but the person that was really looking for, and that's P. Diddy. Hold on a second, guys. Put the wind a little bit. So the wind's gonna pick up. Try to get back there. Try to get back there. Put my winter coat on. So I feel a little breeze. Phone is starting to speak up on me. You gotta be a little bit quicker than that. Gotta get it to stick up on me with phone is. You gotta do better. You gotta do more better than that. That's how that Diddy was able to be at the Miami airport, right where his house was gonna be. But get this. Sure got mine. But get this, y'all. Diddy has always saw this coming a long time ago. Diddy knew that this day was going to come. That what makes it was crazy. Is that Diddy saw this whole thing. Diddy knew that this day was going to come sooner or later. Y'all remember the movie that he did? Remember the Bad Boy scene? Y'all remember the video, music video he did featuring y'all remember the music video he did with called Been Around the World back in '97? Check this out, look. What's up, Latif? What's up, Latif? Happy Friday to you too, bro. Thank you for the like button. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. You are the real MVP. Hope everybody, hope you are doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And if anybody has told you, you are smart, bright, you are smart, beautiful, kind, and wise, and you are the most important thing on this earth, don't let anybody tell you and anyone any different. That's right. That means you, and you. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are special in your own way. You are special in your own way. And check this out.
Y'all
remember this? Remember that music video?
Let's get up on that.
Did you saw this comment back That's what took place back in '97. Been Around the World music video. Somebody was like, Diddy predicted his own future back in '97, and they saw that video. I was like, yo, that is so funny. The fact that in that music video, he saw the fastest after him, so he got this private jet and he got on this private jet and took flight. Like, that's exactly what happened at Miami Airport. He knew that that was going after him. That's why he found himself at the airport. But before we could continue this, right? Exactly. Like he already knew that it was going to happen. Like that took place back in '97, and this is 2004. I was like, we found out, Diddy, that you already knew this day would come. That's why you prepare yourself. But he took flight. Y'all see what time it is? 4:19. We about to get it in. Hope everybody got your joints, your blunts, your bowls ready, because we about to get it in on 4:20. We got 1 more minute. About to pack mine right now, y'all. About to pack mine right now with this. One-hitter quitter. Be sure it's nice and empty. About to pack it up right now. That's crazy, right? The fact that he knew that if sooner or later that he's going to get raided by the feds. And then when I saw that music video, I was like, look like he already know that was like look like he already got that stuff planned out. Burn it up in my hands. By the way, this is my first smoke of the day, believe it or not. I haven't smoked not once all day. not once. So this is gonna be my very, very first smoke of the day. I haven't vaped or smoked at all, not once today. So this could be my very, very smoke, very, 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 very smoke, very first smoke of the day. Go pack some more. All right, nice and packed. Better get in, y'all. All right, y'all, you know what time it is. It's 4:20. Let's get it. 4:20, let's get it. Happy 4:20, y'all. Cheers, gang. Oh, yeah. Woo! All right, that's what I'm talking about. What's the other day? Put in that. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, always stay hydrated. Hope you're doing great. It tastes so good. It tastes so delicious. I gotta go in for another one. Shall we go with another one? Okay, let's go for another one. Hashtag another one. First, I'm gonna put the seat up so I can see me better. Then adjust the tripod, and we're about to go in there for round number 2. I know it's sooner, but it's Friday, right? So let's get it in. Cheers, gang. Round 2. Cheers. Woo! Okay. That was a good smoke. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all was able to smoke along with me around 4:20. That was a nice hit. Make sure this, I won't lose it. Put this in my pocket. This ain't a rosin gummy. Okay. How many milligrams is it? How many milligrams is that in it? Latif, how many milligrams? 500, 50, 5, 10? How many milligrams is that per gummy? 'Cause I know that like certain gummies got like particular like grams in there. Some go to 50, some got some. I saw this one gummy that's like 100 grams just on one gummy alone. That's why I was like, what, how many grams is that per gummy? $320 grams, whole nerve ropes. Oh, okay. All right. You definitely gonna be feeling it tonight. You definitely gonna be feeling it tonight, especially right before you go to sleep. You definitely gonna get good sleep on that one. But the reason why I titled this, there's separate rules between. I ate a piece of. Okay, that's how you should do. Like take a piece and then let it marinate, and then if you feel like you need another piece, they go in for another piece. But right now, just chill that one piece until you feel like you need another piece, like later, to melodate the high. I get it. Keep the high going. But the reason why I titled this the real Rich Boys. All right, I hear that. The reason why I call this title "The Separate Rules Between Black People and Everybody Else," because guess whose house didn't get raided? Vince McMahon. Y'all know who Vince McMahon is, right? He is the owner of the WWE. And guess what he's doing? The exact same thing as Diddy, being accused of sexual allegations towards women. And not only that, it's the women that he worked that work for him, just like with Diddy. And not only that, just like with Diddy, he forced them to do sexual favors for them in order to get like a pay raise or just for work for Vince McMahon. You gotta do all these sexual favors for him, just like with Diddy. But look, let me show you. They even made a whole a TV series based off Vince McMahon allegations. On Law and Order.
The biggest names in the entertainment industry has once again stepped down after accusations of rape, assault, and human trafficking. We're analyzing the 67-page lawsuit against 78-year-old WWE founder Vince McMahon and bringing you some of the most shocking details. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Janelle Grant, a former staffer in WWE's legal and talent departments, has filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court against World Wrestling Entertainment, more commonly known as WWE, Vince McMahon, the founder of WWE and executive chairman, and John Laurinaitis, a retired wrestler and head of the talent relations department for WWE. This was filed in Connecticut because McMahon and Grant are both Connecticut citizens, and Connecticut is where WWE
I'll turn it down, bro. Bright this a little bit too bright.
headquarters is based. Now, first, presented by Law and Crime, I'm Jesse Weber. Janelle Grant, a former staffer in WWE's legal and talent departments, has filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court against World Wrestling Entertainment, more commonly known as WWE, Vince McMahon, the founder of WWE and executive chairman, and John Laurinaitis, a retired wrestler and head of the talent relations department for WWE. Now, this was filed in Connecticut because McMahon and Grant are both Connecticut citizens, and Connecticut is where WWE headquarters is based. Now, first, let me tell you, before we even get into this lawsuit, a couple of things. We are mentioning her name, Janelle Grant, because she has chosen to be publicly identified. That's number one. Number two, this lawsuit includes very sexually explicit text messages and descriptions that we cannot show you here. We just will not do it. But what we are going to do is break down some of the most disturbing allegations as best as we can. So to start, there is a line at the beginning of this complaint that I thought was very interesting. And it says, quote, Ms. Grant is filing this lawsuit not just to address her own suffering, but also to act for those who are afraid to speak. Gets the ball rolling. Sometimes they aren't comfortable coming forward immediately. But just to let you know that Vince McMahon, he has already been accused by prior employees of trying to cover up their relationship. So some of this is not new. Having said that, when we get into the details, it's kind of unthinkable. But according to the lawsuit, Grant met Mr. McMahon in 2019 when they lived in the same building. Grant's attorneys say that she had been the full-time caregiver for her parents who died, and that the family home was lost in the parents' bankruptcy. Complaint explains that she was in a really low place in her life. Well, after being introduced to McMahon, he befriended her, showed her a lot of attention, allegedly offered her a role with WWE, told her that he would, help her life. Although what that role would be wasn't entirely clear in the beginning, and that seems to be something that McMahon allegedly took advantage of. You see, from the beginning, Grant alleges that McMahon would greet her in his underwear, his condo, pull her close to him, tell him intimate details about his personal life. Now, Grant says eventually she was coerced into a sexual relationship with McMahon in exchange for a new role at WWE called Administrator Coordinator in the legal department. Now, while she started there, McMahon eventually transferred her to the Talent Relations Department, headed up by John Laurinaitis, again, a co-defendant in this case, a former wrestler. But despite Grant's alleged pleas to end this essentially quid pro quo sexual relationship with McMahon,
John Laurinaitis is supposed to be in charge of hiring people. He the one that hired people like Ashley Massaro. He's the one that instead of him looking for an actual athlete, a woman athlete, he'd rather look for models at Victoria's Secret magazine. Instead of him looking like going after rare athletes that want to be an athlete, he was looking for models that want to be an actress on TV, but put a spin on it with WWE.
it did not, and according to Grant, it only got worse. First, Grant says that McMahon would share sexually explicit photos and videos of her with men both inside and outside of the company, including TV production teams, executives, producers, crew, even a world-famous athlete looking to sign with the WWE. This person is not identified in the lawsuit. We'll talk a little bit more about this later on. Then McMahon is accused of recruiting individuals to have sex with Grant or participate in threesomes. He also allegedly directed her to have sex with Mr. Laurinaitis, who's again named in the lawsuit. She was expected to perform sex acts at WWE headquarters before, during, and after work hours. To give you an example of what we're talking about here and what she was allegedly subjected to, the lawsuit says that on May 9th, 2020, McMahon defecated on Grant's head during a threesome and commanded her to continue the sexual encounter with the third person referred to as McMahon's friend. She later learned that that third person was McMahon's physical therapist. And just going back to that other allegation about McMahon and Laurinaitis having sexual contact with her at the office at WWE headquarters, this was allegedly despite her begging them to stop, and each held her down as the assaults happened. They allegedly said to her, "No means yes." Truly horrific stuff when you think about this. The lawsuit just describes these multiple sexual encounters between Grant and McMahon, which Grant says were not consensual. She claims that he assaulted her multiple times with sex toys named after male wrestlers. According to the lawsuit, quote, in addition to her panic attacks, Ms. Grant began experiencing increasingly severe physical, mental, and emotional symptoms, including sleep disruption, dizziness, exhaustion, rashes, weight loss, hair loss, and migraines. November 2019, Ms. Grant informed Mr. McMahon that her doctor suggested that her symptoms stemmed from trauma and ongoing stress. McMahon mocked her, quote, emotional trauma, my ass. However, on November 20th, 2019, McMahon insisted that Ms. Grant see a physician of his choosing. There's another allegation regarding someone identified only as WWE Superstar. This is a pro wrestler in the organization. And the allegation is that McMahon used Grant as a sexual pawn to entice this WWE Superstar to sign a new contract with the company. During the course of this series of events, McMahon texted Grant a reminder that she was an enslaved object to him, saying, quote, I want to drive you lower and lower, so low that you might beg me to sell you. McMahon reportedly showered Grant with gifts financed by the WWE, including tickets to VIP events, gift cards worth thousands of dollars, clothing, jewelry, flowers, BMW, chef-catered dinners, a spa vacation. And then in January of 2022, McMahon had told Grant that his wife had found out about their sexual relationship. He said that her time at the WWE was at an end, but insisted that she sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. In the lawsuit, her lawyers say, quote, in the days ahead, McMahon put Miss Grant under immense pressure to sign, saying that refusing would not only jeopardize McMahon, his family, and the company, but that she'd surely become a public headline, suffer reputational ruin, including from the pornographic content McMahon had captured, and face McMahon's legal resources. Conversely, McMahon reassured her that her signature would ensure his continued support and protection and safeguard her reputation. Ultimately, Ms. Grant succumbed to the pressure and signed the NDA in exchange for payments, which McMahon later stopped making. The lawsuit claims that multiple high-ranking employees at WWE knew about this sexual relationship, as well as assaults allegedly committed on Grant at the offices, but did nothing to stop it. Grant's legal team says that she is suffering PTSD and has struggled with suicidal ideation. Now, this lawsuit has different claims or causes of action that I'm going to go into right now. And remember, in a civil case, the standard of proof is not beyond a reasonable doubt, like we have in a criminal case, but usually preponderance of the evidence. That's a lower standard, meaning that Grant has to show that more than likely this happened, more than 50% that these things happen, that they're true. So it is a lower standard to prove, but you still have to prove your claims nonetheless. Here, not only Grant's account, probably her testifying, but the incredibly sexually explicit text messages that are included in this complaint, the ones from McMahon, yeah, that can definitely help prove her case. And during discovery, in the course of a litigation, where they will get more information from McMahon and WWE, this is going to be evidence from the defendants that Grant hopes will help prove her claims. We can't show you or read you these text messages in the complaint because honestly, they're just far too graphic and explicit. But they include alleged texts from McMahon in which he describes violent sex acts he wants to perform on Grant or have others perform on her. The messages call her all sorts of degrading names. They tell her what other men have said about explicit photos and videos of her. He appears to also be scheduling sexual liaisons between Grant and other men like Laurinaitis. The texts reportedly from McMahon also repeatedly tell Grant that if anyone were to find out about the relationship, she would lose her job and possibly face legal consequences. All right, so it's no secret. The biggest names in the entertainment.
You heard that? So not only was Vince McMahon was involved in it, but also was his sidekick, John Laurinaitis. And not to mention that Vince McMahon is 20 years older than Diddy. 20 years older than Diddy. Diddy is like, I think he's like 50s, and Vince McMahon is like 79 years old. He's about to be 80. Damn near the same age as Joe Biden. Pretty much, Vince McMahon is the same age as Joe Biden. So therefore, he's been on Earth longer than Diddy. So therefore, that means that he was doing this stuff longer than Diddy. All the stuff that Diddy has been accused of doing, Vince McMahon was doing that before Diddy was even born. Before Diddy was even born, Vince McMahon was like in his teenagers. But as soon as Diddy was born, that's when Vince McMahon starts to do all this stuff with the WWE. But like I said, where's how come nobody had a bust in the door of Vince McMahon after all the allegations that came out, just like with Diddy? But Vince McMahon house didn't get raided, only Diddy. And like I said, Vince McMahon been doing this longer than Diddy, but yet only Diddy house got raided and not Vince McMahon. Now, why is that, folks? Why is that Vince McMahon house didn't get raided, but Diddy house got raided, and Vince McMahon and Diddy got caught and got sued for the exact same crime? Remember Cassie wanted to sue Diddy for the same thing that Vince McMahon is being accused of? But yet, they raided Diddy house and not Vince McMahon. It'd be different if they raided Diddy house and then turn around and raided Vince McMahon. But still, there's still no stories about Vince McMahon house getting raided. Not one time. the only time he was being acted by the only time he was being acted by the government was during the steroid use. That was back in '97. Back in '97, when he got accused of using steroids, and him and Hulk Hogan was there, and that was the only time that he was being he was going after by the government, was him doing steroids. Other than that, there was no stories about him being about them going after him for these accusations like there was with Diddy. That's why I put in the title, separate rules for white people and everything else, because a black man and a white man can commit the same crime like with Diddy and Vince McMahon, but only the black man will be looked at as terrorist, while the white man is going to be looked at as him having mental problems. So therefore, the black man is going to be the one get to sent to jail, while the white man get to either walk free or he got to go seek help from the mental hospital. But no jail time for Vince. Still to this day, Vince is at home, chilling in his mansion, making millions of dollars from the. There's a reason why WWE didn't want nothing to do with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was the owner of WWE, but then because all the accusations, and then him selling WWE to TKO, aka UFC. He sold the WWE to UFC, so they could combine it to as known as TKO. And the person that runs TKO is Nick Khan and the People's Champ, the original People's Champ, The Rock. The Rock is now part of the board of directors of TKO, aka WWE, and no longer Vince McMahon, because WWE kicked Vince McMahon out of the WWE because of all the accusations that was put on Vince McMahon. And because all the accusations were put on Vince McMahon decided to retire. And in his words, he wants to retire he ended up being retired from WWE, and therefore WWE would never mention Vince McMahon ever again. They wouldn't even bring him up in the video no more. His name is not even in the production no more, because they tried to keep himself way distant from Vince McMahon, because they don't want them being involved with Vince McMahon, knowing that he got all the accusations put up on him. So there were no association with that. So that's why Vince McMahon is no longer a part of the WWE. So like I said, why Vince McMahon's house wasn't raided, but Diddy was. Inquiring minds want to know. Because if you can't say that, because he's a billionaire, because so is Diddy. So the only reason you can't say that, because Diddy, this person's a man and that person's a woman. No. They're both men. So you can't say that because one is a billionaire and one isn't, because they're both billionaires. They're both self-made billionaires or self-made millionaires. They both have their own company, run their own company, Bad Boy Records, WWE. So what was the reason why they raided Diddy house and not Vince McMahon? I can tell you one reason, guys. And that's because if that was the case, then like I said, Vince McMahon's house would have been got raided right after Diddy's. But yet only Diddy house got raided, and still looking for Diddy as we speak. They're still looking for Diddy. Diddy is been on America's #1 list. They still got Diddy on America's most wanted list. but not Vince McMahon. Only thing they have to do is sue Vince McMahon. That's it. No allegation, no jail time, no search warrant, no nothing. Crazy, right? But enough talk, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have an S break. Let's talk about it. This get me heated. Like really? So Diddy, y'all went all of your way to search for Diddy, but nobody is looking for Vince McMahon. But they're not. These are the same people. These are the same people that just let Vince McMahon slide. But they're so quick to go after Diddy. See if any more of this. Cheers, gang. Crazy, right? How two people can commit the same crime, but only one gets punished and the other one doesn't. But they both did the same crime. How does that make any sense? Why is it Meech? Because even Fox News acknowledged that. Even Fox News acknowledged that there's no equal justice when it comes to this country. There's no equal justice, because if there was equal justice, like I said, both Diddy and Vince McMahon would have got locked up for doing the exact same thing. But oh no. Only Diddy house got raided. This is what happened. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but an officer have gotten shot and killed by the hands of a child predator. And guess who wasn't there for the funeral? That's right. You're a corrupt president of the United States, Joe Biden, who brings me back to the injustice. Check this out.
Is pounding on my chest. No, go ahead and bring in Nicole Parker. She's former FBI special agent. Nicole knows well the pain of losing a colleague in the line of duty. Wondering what your thoughts are this afternoon.
Well, first of all, I can tell you that my heart is pounding on my chest because it does take me back to that day. Every law enforcement officer's worst nightmare is to receive notification that your brother or sister has been killed in the line of duty. I experienced that firsthand working in the FBI Miami division. We had 2 FBI agents that were shot and killed in the line of duty February 2nd of 2021 when they're executing a search warrant against a child predator. It's real. Sorry.
No, Nicole, take all the time you want. We appreciate you having the courage to talk to us this afternoon.
Well,
if you take all the time you need.
What I feel strongly, and I hope people understand, is that these officers, we hear about the politics behind it. These are human beings. They have families. This beautiful wife is now alone with her 1-year-old son. Officer Diller's 1-year-old son will never know his father on this earth, and that is absolutely devastating. And we say, let's not involve politics. There's no way to speak about this without involving politics. The person that took his life had been arrested 21 times. What is it going to take? I myself had been to 4 line of duty death funerals in less than a year in the Southern District of Florida, in the Florida area. It is real. When you feel that you're a police officer and that the criminals have more rights than you do, that's a problem. And that is how we feel. I worked violent crime for the FBI, and I worked with local law enforcement, and your last guest talked about how there's no more proactive policing. Do you know why that is? Because if you're a police officer and you're being proactive, you could potentially go to jail. If you're in a shooting, and we call them clean shoots, when deadly force is justified, for instance, and you're in a situation and you have to protect yourself or those around you, starting around the summer 2020, we knew that we could potentially go to jail, even if it was a clean shoot. And that is not a good way to have to live. We felt that we had no rights, and that I can tell you, just my personal experience, my opinion, I worked under multiple administrations. My friend was killed 2 days after this current administration took over. President Biden did not attend Special Agent Laura Schwarzenberger's or Special Agent Daniel Alvin's funerals. He was not there. And we did not feel that he supported our law enforcement officers. I don't know why, but to see that he is currently at a fundraiser and is going to potentially raise $25 million is insulting. Officer Diller's life is worth more than $25 million, but I can also tell you that there are officers, and I understand and agree, when you don't feel supported, it's actually better that you don't show up to the funeral, because it is insulting, and it's insulting. We know who backs the blue. We can turn it into saying Republicans don't, they're the ones that don't support law enforcement. I'm not here to make a, Republican versus Democrat. This is not what this is about. But we know who supports law enforcement, and it is insulting to say anything other than that. These are human lives. There's nothing worse than getting word that your colleague was killed by the hand of evil, and this must stop.
Especially, I'm sure, Nicole, if you feel like the situation is preventable. That's got to be the most painful part, knowing that this man that we see on screen now with his little boy could be here raising that little boy, standing alongside his wife. The guy who was out, that's the suspect who allegedly
is pounding on my chest. No, go ahead and bring in Nicole Parker. She's former FBI special.
You heard that? Even the Fox News knows that there's like separate rules between whites and blacks, because why is it that certain people get away with certain things while others don't get away with things? For instance, like you just saw in that video, the person was able to the person got arrested how many times? 37 times? Now we know that if you're not done that, not only would they throw us under the jail, they would have the bar set up so far high that it will take multiple people just to bail us out of jail. But somehow they end up back on the streets without no bail. And then, as to with McMahon and Diddy, they're so quick to go after Diddy, but yet completely let Vince McMahon fly under the radar. Only thing he got to deal with is a lawsuit. That's the only thing that Vince McMahon had to deal with is a lawsuit by Diddy. He's being wanted by the whole FBI. Now, why is that? Because separate rules. Separate rules. Even Fox News, the lady on Fox News would say that. And it's all because of one person. And that person is Joe Biden. Joe Biden, ever since he became president of the United States, not everybody, the word has become, this word has become hell on earth. Ever since Joe Biden become president, this world has become hell on earth. Like, it's not a day that goes by somebody's not getting essed up, get stabbed, shot up, raped, all type of stuff. And that's all within one day. It seems that to be happening every single day. But yet, they're able to the only reason why this continues is because they are able to get away with it. Because of who's in charge. It's just Vince McMahon.
the full fruition.
And guess who Joe Biden is good friends with? That's right. Y'all remember Barack Obama? So apparently, instead of Joe Biden going to the funeral of the dead officers, he ended up doing a fundraiser with Obama and Bill Clinton. Fox News called them the Three Stooges. That's how much hatred Fox News had for Obama, Bill Clinton, and Joe Biden. The fact that they called these three the Three Stooges. Because they feel like Joe Biden could do this all by himself. So he needed not only Barack Obama, but he also needed Bill Clinton to be there to help raise billions and billions of dollars for his next campaign that's supposed to be this year of the 2024 election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Which, by the way, I advise you guys to not vote. It's pointless. Don't vote because, and let me tell you the reason why none of you guys should be voting this year. Because it is rigged. That's right. The election is rigged. You know how I know the election is rigged? Said so by Bernie Sanders. That's right. Bernie Sanders said it himself. Bernie Sanders said out of his own mouth that the billionaires use their billions and billions of dollars to buy elections. So therefore, they is able to put in billions and billions of dollars to whoever they want to represent them as president. So that's why President finds himself winning the election, knowing that they got the least votes, but because they were being backed by billions and billions of dollars, that's how they was able to win the election. Like remember when George Bush stole the election? That's how George Bush stole the election. He put in billions and billions of dollars into his campaign, so therefore he could just win it without. It doesn't matter how many votes he had, because they're putting all this money into that campaign that he guaranteed himself to win. He pretty much buy his way into the election.
When you have frauds like Al Sharpton and Barack Obama and the DOJ and the communist leader from New York, de Blasco. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense, E.T. Williams. Please visit the website at www.whateverhappenedtocommonsense.com. Somebody needs to go down and put handcuffs on Al Sharpton right now. Let's not forget that bastard was the one leading the protest saying, what do we want? Dead cops. What do we want it right now? Here you got a so-called leader leading a protest of hooligans literally chanting they wanted dead cops. You got Barack Obama going on apologizing, saying that people are sick of injustice. You got Eric Holder from the DOJ justifying these hooligans, and everybody's acting as if they're shot because one of these lunatics decided to carry out what they had been promising you they were going to do. I'm just shocked that nobody is being arrested, but I forgot. Hell is empty right now. If you want a prelude of how hell is going to look, lawlessness going on. That's right.
You heard that?
Lawlessness going on, and your so-called leaders justifying lawlessness. Isn't that what the devil does in hell?
Ooh.
He wants as much chaos and corruption as possible. The devil don't want anybody getting along, and so does Al Sharpton and Barack Obama and Eric Holder and de Blasio.
Right.
All of these lawless so-called leaders, all of these heathens and these demons, been out there telling you that these freedom fighters, these protesters down in Ferguson and New York and California, they just want justice. I didn't hear any condemnation out of Al Sharpton and Barack Obama. I heard a statement from Barack Obama now. He says he's unconditionally condemns this. Is that all you got, sissy? Because every time somebody comes out, if you had a son, he'll look like Trayvon Martin. People are sick of this injustice. He and Michelle acting like they had all this racism against them. He's the effing president still pretending like all these people are discriminating against he and all of these blacks, most of them breaking the law. That's the problem you get with our society. Most of them want to break the law and don't want to be told not to break the law. The full fruition.
So Obama is no different than Joe Biden. But he was president. That's exactly why I didn't vote. That's why I didn't vote for the last. They had the president last 4 years ago. I didn't vote at all because that's the reason why I didn't vote at all last 4 years ago. Because I damn sure didn't want to vote for Donald Trump because I don't want to vote for Donald Trump. And I damn sure don't want to vote for Biden because him being associated with Obama. And everybody knows that Obama wasn't the greatest president of all time. In fact, he no different than George Bush. He's just as corrupt as George Bush. Because you heard what he says with him and Al Sharpton was marching around with the protesters going, what do we want? They're cops. What do we want? Right now. And what happened in the video we saw on Fox News? An officer has lost his life due to a criminal. But yet, this is what Al Sharpton wanted. Al Sharpton, the one that was chatting with the protesters, what do you want? They're cops. What do we want? Right now. Remember that, Al Sharpton? And now, like A.T. Williams says, they want to act sharp that they did what they say they're going to do, which is what? Kill a lot of cops. Yeah. That's why I'm like, even he was like, I'm surprised nobody has been arrested. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because we are living in a lawless America. That's why so many criminals are able to get away with unaliving people versus people like you and me. That's why I titled this video, Separate Rules for White People and Everyone Else. Because it's damn sure we are not following the same rules. They're sure not following the same rules for all of us, not equally. Like me, I could go to jail you could go to jail for the same crime, but only one of us could get charged more. I might get charged more, you might get charged more, I might get charged less. But we're not gonna get charged for the same crime, especially if we were white and black. If you was black and I was white, or I was white and you was black, then damn sure both of us not gonna be like, all right, if we both gonna get this amount of time. No. You probably gonna get more time, and they're gonna let me go because I'm white, or vice versa. You see? Separate rules for whites and everyone else. Even Fox News has said that on live TV. There's no injustice. We have no rights. We have no freedom. Pretty much the criminals have more rights than us. And this is something that our U.S. troops been trying to warn us for years. Our U.S. troops been trying to warn us for years that our world leaders and governments are criminals, and if we don't act now and remove them from office, they are going to take away our rights and freedoms.
And I swore an oath to protect the country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick.
You heard that?
And I swore an oath to protect the country.
Now, last time I checked, Fox News said that we're supposed to back our military, back up our police, and that deserve our respect. Well, this is what the U.S. troops want from us.
And I swore an oath to protect the country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick. And I swore an oath.
So when are we going to finally stand up and say enough is enough? When are we going to finally stand up and say take back the power that we gave these people over this world and take it back, and by removing them from office, because that's all we got to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you want this war to go back into, if you truly want world peace, if we truly want world peace, and not for this to go into to a very, very dark place, which is World War III, which is going to end us into a Great Depression, like back in the 80s. All we got to do is remove them from office. That's all we got to do, ladies and gentlemen. Remove them from office, fire them for office, give them their resignation, saying future endeavor their asses, get their asses get them out of office, and get somebody in office who actually going to benefit us and this whole planet. Because the more we let these people stay in office, the more things is going to go bad for not just me, not just you, but your mom, your grandma, your sister, your auntie, your uncles. I'm talking about the entire world is going to be suffering from this if we don't remove these Satanists from office right now. Because y'all heard what Fox News says. We got to stay behind our troops. We got to stay behind our officers. And what would they want from us?
To protect the country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick. And I swore an oath to protect the country from.
So our U.S. troops want us to all come together and get rid of these Satanists that is in office, that is ruining the entire planet. Take them out of office before it's too late. That was said by our U.S. troops. We must get these people out of office before it's too late, before we end up losing all our rights and freedoms, which we barely have right now as we speak. We barely have any rights right now. As we can see by Fox News, we can't really do nothing about what's going on with the criminals, with all the stabbing and the robbing and the shooting and the unaliving. We can't do nothing about that already because we barely have any rights. Because like Fox News says, the criminals are literally got more rights than us. So before this gets any further, before we lose any more of our rights, let's all come together as one human race and get rid of these people, get them out of office, because if we don't, 2025 is going to be way, way worse than 2024. And you always see how worse it's gotten this year alone, with all the killing, the stabbing, with the bridges. You see what happened with the bridge? That stuff like that is going to keep happening, guys, if we don't finally stand up and get these people out of office. Because every time we sit there and let them run our lives, more and more accidents like that is going to occur. I promise you guys, more and more accidents are going to occur. Like the Ohio incident, remember Ohio? Remember last year with the Ohio oil spill. Y'all quick to forget about that too, right? You remember the oil spill in Ohio and how that started with the train, with the trail derailment that ended up all these toxic chemicals into the ocean. You remember that? That was last year. This year, now we're dealing with the bridge. Now we're dealing with the bridge being collapsed in Baltimore. That responsible for us getting our supplies, our food supplies. So now they're going to take us even more of a time for us to get our food because they have to take a different route because that same food supply guy, the one that took out the bridge, and that bridge is used to go back and forth with Amazon. Amazon have a warehouse in Baltimore. So there could be a lot of business and economy going to be affected because of that bridge. And according to some people that may have made videos about this, the United States is not the only one that's dealing with this. According to sources, it's also supposed to be multiple bridges have went down in other countries. In other countries, they're also dealing with a boat randomly knocking the bridge down. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm trying to say, is that we need to do what our U.S. troops want us to do and act now and get these people out of office because if we don't, you can kiss our rights and freedoms goodbye. If we don't do nothing, if we don't stand up and all participate and all come together and get these Satanists out of office, like our U.S. troops says, we aren't going to lose our rights and freedoms. If that haven't happened already, we're going to lose more of our rights. And soon we're going to have none.
From all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick.
You hear that? Say it again for the people in the back. Say it again for the people in the back.
And I swore an oath to protect the country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick.
So we can either do two things. We can either sit there and then let them take our rights, or we all just finally stand up and take our freedom back by get rid of these people, get rid of them. I'm talking about removing them from office. Just get rid of them. Need to remove them from office because the more they stay in office, the more they will literally take away our rights and freedoms and cause all this chaos and destruction like they're doing right now with the bridges, with the Ohio. Wait, I'm over the bridge. So I was having a smoke section earlier. That's why I'm underneath the bridge. And not to mention, me being underneath the bridge, less wind will come down because, you see? See? If I was over there, I would never be able to do this. And then not to mention, it's you know how bright it is out there? It's better lighting down here. Better lighting. That's why I'm under the bridge. Better lighting. But yeah, if we all don't stand up and participate and get it back, take it back, right, thank you. So if we all don't stand up and participate and take away these people's power before they get so power hungry, Bernie Sanders will tell you himself that that is so corrupt with greed that it's only going to get worse. Do you know how many? Did you know that we pay more for health care, but yet not everybody is able to afford health care? Did you know that we are paying more? We pay more for electricity. We are paying more for food. But last time I checked, all this was left for all of us. But yet, we somehow got to pay for it through the supermarkets, through the FDA. But before, back in the day, we used to grow our own food, and not to mention, back in the day, there was a such thing as a female tree and a male tree. That's where a female tree is able to produce fruit versus a male tree that produces pollen. And guess what the people in charge decided to do? They decided to plant more male trees than female trees, knowing that male trees produce pollen and pollen produce allergies. And female trees supposed to like absorb all that from the air, and pretty much the female tree is supposed to like stop all that pollen from going into the air. That's why you're supposed to plant more female trees than male trees. But instead, they did a reverse, and they end up planting more male trees than female trees. That's why today, more and more people have allergies, because male trees produce pollen, and pollen, as you know, produces allergies. So that's why every spring we got to deal with allergy season, because guess what happened during the spring? That's when the trees blossom and grow again, because during the winter, all the leaves will have been falling off the tree. So around the springtime, if you're in the season area, like myself in Philadelphia, around springtime, that's when all the leaves and trees grow back, and the leaves start to get green and fuller. Well, because those are male trees and not female trees that produce fruit. That's why every spring, that's why lots of people find themselves dealing with allergies, because male trees produce pollen, and pollen produce allergies in the air. But if we have more female trees than male trees, not only will we not have to deal with allergies, but we would all have free fruit, because, like I said, female trees produce fruit. So not only will not have to deal with allergies, we would have pretty much we get our own fruit, get fruit from the tree. You can even Google it. I even found that out by Google. I asked Google, I said, Google, ask Google about male trees and female trees, and they will tell you that to eliminate allergies is to plant more female trees than male trees. They literally said that on Google. What kind of fruit would you want to get first to eat? I recommend strawberries. I recommend strawberries, or if not, oranges. Definitely oranges. The second one is oranges, because those are definitely going to grow on the trees. Oranges, like from Florida oranges. Yeah, definitely go with that. But yeah, y'all notice that you're going to like all the trees you look at all around you. Not one of them produce fruit. You wanna know why? Because most of them are male trees. That's why you'll see trees with fruits grow on them, because those are male trees, and male trees produce pollen. So if you deal with allergies, if you find yourself dealing with allergies right now, like most of us is doing, it's hard to deal with. If you find yourself dealing with allergy, with itchy eyes and the runny nose, and yes, there is. Yes, I just found that out by Google. All you gotta do is Google, or ask Siri or ask Alexa about what produces pollen, and they will tell you that the male trees the ones that produce pollen, and then they will tell you that to eliminate pollen is by planting more female trees. They literally said that on Google. They literally said that to eliminate allergies is to plant more female trees than male trees, and female trees are the ones that produces fruit, and the male trees are the ones that produce pollen. Just like it's like with the male species, the human, like with human species, there's the male and the female. Just like with animal species, there's the male animal species, and then there's the female animal species. The female animal species are the ones that produce babies, and the male produces seed. Just like with the male trees and female trees, they produce pollen while they're the ones give out the fruits, and they're the ones that's supposed to absorb the pollen from the male trees, so the male trees will put that into the air and give us allergies. So it would all be absorbed by the female trees. Females outlets with male and female. You know how a female can be easily attracted to a male by his scent, by the way he smells. That's pretty much how it is with the male trees. The pollen, the male, according to Google, the pollen, all that supposed to be absorbed by the female trees. We're supposed to eliminate pollen going to the air, will stop us from having allergies. It really said that on Google, guys. If you don't believe me, just all you gotta do is Google it, or ask Siri, or ask Alexa. It will tell you. It will tell you that yourself. That's why I always tell you guys to don't just take my word for it. All you gotta do is either Google it or ask Siri, or pretty much it would tell you that themselves. That's how it produce. That's how female trees and male trees operate, and that's how we got what we call today allergy season. Yeah, a lot of people do not know that about the male trees and the female trees, and the male trees the ones that produce pollen, and the female trees the ones that produce. And guess who's in charge of the? And guess who's supposed to be in charge of the planting trees? Guess who's in charge of planting trees? That's right. Your government is in charge of planting trees all over the world. And guess what they decide to do? Plant more male trees than female trees. So people like you and me have to go to them for medicine, because without their medicine, we pretty much will suffer with the allergies. We either got to toughen it out and do all the sneezing and deal with the itchy eyes and the watery nose and the puffiness of the puppy eyes, all because of you have allergies. It's all because of all because of your government. Because if it wasn't for them controlling pretty much everything, the world wouldn't be the way it is today. So that's why even our U.S. troops want us to all come together, so all of us could finally have world peace. And only way for us to have world peace is by us getting rid of evil. And guess what? Evil has been running this planet for a long time, aka office. And the only way we need to stop doing that is we need to stop voting, because every time we vote them in, they get more corrupt. So we need to remove them from office and take away our power back, like our U.S. troops says, before we end up losing all our rights and freedoms by these same people who claim to have a better interest at heart, but really they have a hidden agenda as clear as day. Even Fox News said they have a hidden agenda. So about to end this live stream, guys. So I know it's Friday, and y'all know you want to go chill with your friends or family or whatever, because it's Friday. Some of y'all just getting off from work, and I know y'all want to go chill and relax. So about to end this live stream, so I can do that. So thank y'all for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank y'all for hitting the like button on the live stream. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream for the algorithm. I really appreciate that, so YouTube can pay me. We appreciate that. And don't forget to leave a comment for your boy for the engagement. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more future live streams and videos like this. And also share this video with your friends and family, so they will too will know that there's separate rules for white people and everybody else. People Champ, Much 83. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy your day. In case anybody has to tell you, you are smart, beautiful, kind, and wise, and you are the most important thing on this earth. And don't let anybody tell you any different. That's right. You, and you! Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are special in your own way. We are special in your own way. That's what makes us special and unique. And on that note, have a great day. Peace.